Let's bring you this story now. The Gauteng MEC for Roads and Transport, Kedibone Diale-Tlabela, inspected part of the Gautrain tunnel that had water and soil seepage causing service disruptions. The Gautrain has both underground tunnels and above-ground tracks, and the issue affected the underground section of it. Colleague Lopang Alamu is here and is now in studio to give us the latest updates on this situation. So, Lopang, let's get it started. Initial investigations now reveal that there was an illegal drilling activity that was taking place on a private property located above the affected tunnel. How true is this, and what more do we know about it?
So we went to the inspection, right? At first we went to the site. So we went through the emergency shaft to see the damage that was caused. Now, the distance from the affected tunnel and that property, the private property where the drilling happened, is a few kilometers. That's how long the stretch is. So it affected the underground tunnel at the park station side. We went in and you could actually see the water seeping through the soil and the rubble that falls onto the railway tracks, and that's why the train can't move past Park Station to the Rosebank station.
Actually, as we're having this conversation, I can see some of the overlay and the visuals of where you were this morning. Do we know why these people actually drilled this tunnel? Why did they do that?
That's a very good question, because you would know that Johannesburg has a water crisis, right? Now, they were trying to create emergency backup for water. Now, we saw huge tanks that were located at the private property, because we moved from the inspection site at the emergency shaft that we're at and went to see where the drilling occurred. And it's at a private property, it's a residential, it's flats, right? So apartments, quite a number of them. And those people had been affected by water outages for quite a long time. Now, the owner tried drilling to ensure that, so basically to make a borehole so they could have water supply. And I think we saw like huge tanks where they were going to store that water. Unfortunately, they drilled at the wrong place, and they did not consult the municipality whether or not they are allowed to drill in that area. It's a restricted area.
So let's get this right. So these people drilled because they merely just wanted to get a proper water supply due to the water crisis we have in Gauteng right now. Let's hear about this owner. Where's this owner now? And was the owner also engaged by the MEC on this?
No, not today. We do know that they're still investigating. So trying to find out if he did go through the correct procedure, who he did consult, and the contractors who he asked to do the job for him. Yeah.
And which routes were affected by all of this, do we know?
Yeah, so from Park Station to Rosebank, there is no movement of the train. It's quite impossible. We saw the damage that was done to through the tunnel, so on the railway. So you cannot move from Park using the Gautrain to the Rosebank station. But fortunately, from Rosebank to the rest, right up to Pretoria, Hatfield, that's where the train, so it's normal. But you cannot catch the Gautrain from the Park Station. And we know that they've made quite a loss from all of this. And we did hear the MEC saying that she describes this act as lawlessness. So we'll get to find out what repercussions fall on the owner of the property.
And just a quick one, I know we need to go take our next reporter right now. The repairs, let's talk about them. I'm sure they're going to be extensive and they're going to need resources as well. Do we know when this route will be repaired?
They have no idea at this point, because the engineers still need to inspect, and then only then can they find out how long it's going to take or how much it's going to cost to repair that.
All right, Lopang Alamu, thank you so much for chatting to us this morning. Have a good day further.